Yes, your encrypted right here again. In this video you're learning valid pullbacks. In the previous video you learned pullbacks, but in this video you're learning valid pullbacks. So what is a valid pullback? Yes, we now know that this is a pullback, but what makes a pullback valid is when you check the previous candles, that is the impulsive candles. In this case we have buyers in control, so the high of the previous candle keeps breaking and keeps going up. So you look at the highest candle there and check the low. The low of this candle is right here, so I'm going to change this to black. So this is the low point of this candle, which is the highest among the impulsive candle. So for this pullback to be valid, it has to break below the low of this highest candle for it to be valid pullback. So now if we have something like this, that is a valid pullback. So it can break below with the wick and it can break below with the body. Whichever the case, it is a valid pullback. So this is a valid pullback. So but we can have situation like this where this happens. We can have this, but this may not be the highest candle, this might be the highest candle. Now in this case, this is the highest candle among the impulsive candles. Though this candle, this pullback went below this, but it did not go below this candle, which is the highest. So at every point in time we are always considering the candle that is the highest. Because this candle is the highest, you can see it went higher than the candle that came after it. So we are always considering the highest candle. So the pullback must go below the highest candle for it to be a valid pullback. So if it happens like this, this is not a valid pullback. It has to come below it for it to be a valid pullback, either with the body or with the wick. So now we have a valid pullback. So I hope this is clear enough, and the same thing happens right here. So in this case the market was going down, so the market was going down like this, so breaking the low. So we have sellers in control. Now this candle now is the candle that went down the list. Of all these three down candles, this candle is the lowest. So for us to have a valid pullback, we have to have this pullback go above it. So now you can see in this case the first pullback candle did not go above it, but the second one went above it. So now we have a valid pullback. The first one is not valid, but the second one is valid. So this pullback right now, this is a valid pullback. Okay, so and the same thing we explained here. If this candle or even this candle, if this candle happens to be the lowest, the pullback, let's say this is how it is, so we are considering it from here. So that's how high the candle is and how low the candle is. So the pullback has to go above this candle for it to be a valid pullback. So all these other candles in between, we are still going to talk about them. They are called inside bar candles. So because they do not go above or below this candle that is the lowest. So this candle went down the lowest. So we have to have a pullback that went above it for us to say this is a valid pullback. So I know this can be a little bit confusing, but I hope you understand the concept. So first of all, you look at the candle that is the lowest, that is in a downtrend, then you mark the high and the low. So for you to have a valid pullback, the pullback has to go above the high of the longest candle that went to the lowest. Okay, so this is a valid pullback. So if we have something like this, this is not valid. We don't have a valid pullback because this candle is the lowest. So we have to have something like this for it to be a valid pullback. Okay, this is not valid pullback. It is a pullback, but it's not valid. But this is a valid pullback. So it doesn't even matter where it started from. It can even start from here, as long as it goes above the high of the candle that formed the lowest low. So, and it can also be this candle. So let's assume this is a candle. If this is the candle that went the lowest, then your valid pullback just needs to be right here. So I'm going to remove this. So this is where we're going to be considering here. So once price goes above this line, then you have a valid pullback. So you can watch this video over and over again. It's very important that you get this concept. Valid pullbacks is the backbone of technical analysis. Once you understand it, trading has opened up itself for you. Drop your questions in the comments below. See you in the next video. In the next video, you're going to be learning something special. Stay tuned.